Nosferatu, an original film or a copycat of Count Dracula? Nosferatu, made in 1929, is a film about Count Dracula, Count Orlok, a vampire who develops an interest in the new resident of the house and his wife. After World War I, countries went into isolation and banned the import of foreign films. This film represents this by secluding its main character, Count Orlok, in a giant castle and having him escape. F.W. Murnau, the director of the film, wanted to make a film about Bram Stoker's Dracula. Murnau spent a lot of time attempting to secure the rights to Dracula, but failed. He kept trying to obtain the rights by changing key elements of the film to try and dodge the copyright. Murnau even changed the name of its main character, Count Dracula, to Count Orlok. After changing so many key elements of the film, Murnau wasn't able to secure the rights and was told to destroy the film. Even though Murnau was told that, copies of the film were already shipped, and the reason why we are able to view it today. Nosferatu is known for its impact on cinema history. After being supposedly lost, the film was rediscovered in the 1960s and became an instant masterpiece of both the German Expressionism and the Silent Era. The narrator of the film called his story The Great Death. This instantly refers to both the Great War and the epidemic of the Spanish flu that ravaged through Europe and affected most of the population. The fear created by these two things were used and exploited in Nosferatu. After discovering and attempting to translate Nosferatu, scholars believe that it could be translated to vampire, or undead, or even the Greek word Nosephoros, meaning plague carrier. Nosferatu, and Dracula, is what influenced almost everything vampire-related in cinema. Nosferatu was also an important landmark for German Expressionism and an early achievement in filmmaking. Being one of the first major films out there, many individuals at the time believed that this creature was real and out there somewhere in the world. This belief is what drove the terror in the audience. Murnau was actually inspired by famous writers such as Shakespeare. Murnau became fascinated with this in the human psyche and mirrored this in his films. Murnau was also one of the first directors to have a subjective use of the camera. This means that he used the camera as a storytelling device to change and reflect specific points of view. Nosferatu uses this to create the creepy atmosphere the entire film has. Nosferatu also uses negative images and fast movements to make Nosferatu appear terrifying and inhumanly faster than the average human. In conclusion, Nosferatu was one of the original adaptations of Dracula. The film included expressionist elements and was known for its terrifying and realistic approach to the supernatural. Orlok easily became a horror icon, putting the film and Murnau into the mainstream. The popularity of this character permanently changed horror for eternity. Before ending off this recording, here are some fun facts to think about. Nosferatu introduced the idea that vampires could be killed off by the sunlight. Nosferatu also took elements from German Expressionism, such as the twisted shadows and the jarring angles, and Nosferatu was featured in SpongeBob.